To truly understand Rome, we must look beyond its mighty legions and complex laws. We need to delve deeper, beyond the grand narratives of emperors and battles. We must journey to its kitchens and tables, the heart of Roman daily life. The Roman Empire, in many ways, was built on bread. It was the staple food that fueled its vast population. Wine, a drink for all classes, and olives transformed into precious oil. These were the essential elements, the fuel of its expansion, sustaining armies and citizens alike, and the very foundation of its culture. Imagine a bustling Roman street, alive with activity. Picture the inviting smell of baking bread wafting from the bakeries, the clatter of wine amphorae being unloaded, the constant hum of daily life, a symphony of commerce and community. These foods tell a story, a complex narrative of conquest, trade, and assimilation. As Rome grew, its influence spread far and wide. It spread its tastes and culinary traditions, but also eagerly absorbed new ones from conquered lands. Meals for most Romans, particularly the plebeians, were simple and humble affairs. Typically, breakfast consisted of bread dipped in wine or olive oil, a quick and easy start to the day. Lunch was usually a light meal, perhaps some cheese or fruit. But the main meal, cena, was the highlight of the day, usually enjoyed in the late afternoon. Cena was far more than just food. It was a social ritual. It was a time for family to gather, for business to be conducted, and for the social order to be clearly on display. The food presented on the table served as a powerful symbol reflecting status, wealth, and influence. Remarkably, many of these ancient tastes and traditions have managed to survive the passage of time. Bread, wine, and olive oil remain essential Mediterranean staples, cornerstones of the region's culinary identity. The Roman techniques for pressing olives to extract their golden oil, fermenting grapes into wine and milling grain into flour, have endured through the centuries, refined and improved upon, but still fundamentally recognizable. When we break bread with loved ones, share a bottle of wine, or drizzle olive oil over a salad, we're participating in a ritual that stretches back thousands of years, connecting us to the past. We are, in a small but meaningful way, dining with the Romans, sharing in their traditions. Their culinary legacy lives on, a testament to their enduring influence. It lives on not just in history books and archaeological sites, but vibrantly on our plates in the flavors we savor. The story of Roman food is inextricably linked to the story of the empire itself, a reflection of its power and reach. It's a tale of daily life, the challenges of logistics in feeding a vast population, and a vibrant culture that continues to shape how we eat, gather, and celebrate today. Bread wasn't just a food in ancient Rome, it was the king of the Roman table. It held a place of honor and necessity in nearly every meal. Food, right? But it was also a symbol, all in one. It represented prosperity, community, and the very essence of Roman life. The grain supply, or annona, was vital. It was the lifeblood of the city. A shortage could spark riots, threatening the stability of the entire empire. For Rome's poor, the grain dole was a lifeline, a crucial provision in a world of hardship. It was a way of keeping the masses fed, and perhaps more importantly, calm and content. Roman bakeries, or pistrina, were bustling hubs of activity filled with the aroma of freshly baked goods. These bakeries used rotary mills, often powered by slaves or animals, grinding grain for hearty loaves that nourished the city. The iconic Panis Quadratus, with its distinctive shape, was carefully scored for easy sharing amongst family and friends. It was a staple, a daily necessity for nearly everyone, and remarkably, its carbonized remains are still found in Pompeii, preserved by the volcanic ash. Soldiers relied on bread as a primary source of sustenance. Often they were responsible for grinding their own grain, a testament to the importance of this food. They baked tough flatbreads, providing them with the energy needed for long marches and arduous campaigns. Supplying grain to legions scattered across the vast empire was a logistical marvel, a testament to Roman engineering and organization. Today's rustic loaves, with their hearty crusts and wholesome flavors, are direct descendants of Roman bread. The simple act of breaking bread and sharing it at the table with loved ones is a tradition deeply rooted in Roman culture, a practice that has endured for centuries. Bread remains, as it was then, the true staff of life, a symbol of nourishment and community. If bread was the body of Rome, the very foundation upon which its people thrived, wine was its soul. a gift from Bacchus, the god of revelry and intoxication, a beverage that permeated every aspect of Roman life. Woven into daily life, it was more than just a drink. It was a social lubricant, a symbol of status, and an essential part of the Roman identity. Wine was for everyone, from the grandest patrician to the lowliest plebeian, though quality varied significantly from senator to slave, reflecting the rigid social hierarchy of the time. The best vintages, carefully aged and stored in ornate amphorae, were highly prized and sought after. But most Romans in their daily lives drank young, often watered wine, a practice believed to temper its strength and prevent drunkenness. Vineyards stretched across the empire, from the sun-drenched hills of Italy to the distant provinces, and wine production was a massive industry, employing countless individuals in the cultivation, harvesting, and fermentation processes. Amphorae, the ubiquitous clay vessels, carried Roman wine everywhere, across land and sea, their shards found across Europe and beyond, a testament to the vast reach of Roman trade and influence. At dinner parties, wine mixed with water was a constant presence, fueled conversation and celebration, adding to the conviviality and atmosphere of these social gatherings. Drinking wine unmixed, straight from the amphora, was considered uncivilized, a sign of barbarity or lack of refinement. Soldiers and the poor, often lacking access to quality wine, drank posca, a mix of sour wine or vinegar and water, a cheap and readily available source of hydration and sustenance. Roman wine culture, with its emphasis on viticulture and vinification, profoundly shaped Europe's vineyards, and many of our modern rituals of sharing and toasting can trace their origins back to the customs of ancient Rome. The belief in wine as a cornerstone of good living, a symbol of hospitality and friendship, is a direct Roman legacy that continues to resonate today. Every shared bottle, every clinking glass echoes the tables of ancient Rome, reminding us of the enduring power of wine to bring people together. The olive was the third pillar of Rome's diet, a symbol of peace, prosperity, and civilization. Olive oil was everywhere, in food lamps, bathing perfumes, and medicine. Groves stretched from Italy to North Africa, and oil production was labor-intensive but lucrative. The first pressing yielded prized virgin oil for eating, later pressings fueled lamps and industry. Roman athletes cleansed with oil, scraping it off with a strigil, a ritual of health and beauty. Olive oil was central to Roman hygiene and cuisine. Today, olive oil remains the heart of Mediterranean cooking, its health benefits now celebrated. Ancient methods still shape modern groves in Spain and Italy. Every drizzle of olive oil connects us to Roman kitchens and traditions. This liquid gold continues to enrich our food and lives. In a world without sugar, honey was Rome's main sweetener, a luxury and a medicine. Beekeeping was a respected art, and honey was a precious commodity. It flavored mulsum, a honeyed wine, and preserved fruits for winter. Roman desserts like libum and globuli used honey to transform simple ingredients into sweet treats. Honey blurred the line between sweet and savory, a tradition that endures. Today, honey's influence lingers in Mediterranean pastries and glazes. Romans prized different honeys much as we do now. This ancient sweetener remains a cherished link to Rome's culinary world. Roman food was woven into their social and religious calendar. Festivals like Saturnalia upended norms, slaves served by masters, feasting on suckling pig. The Fornicalia celebrated bread, with families bringing grain to communal bakeries. Food rituals marked every life event, weddings sealed with spelt cake, funerals honored with feasts. These traditions reinforced community and honored the gods. Many modern customs echo these ancient feasts: Christmas, wedding cakes, and more. The impulse to mark occasions with special food is a lasting Roman legacy. Food bound Romans to each other and their ancestors. Their rituals still shape how we celebrate today. The Roman Empire may have fallen, but its kitchen endures. Bread, wine, and olive oil remain the heart of the Mediterranean diet, a testament to Rome's influence. Rome's food story is one of ancient globalization, with ingredients and techniques spreading across continents. Roman habits transformed the diets and landscapes of their provinces. Our herbs, vegetables, and cured meats trace back to Roman gardens and kitchens. Even our cooking methods would be familiar to a Roman chef. The legacy is in the ingredients and the way we cook and eat. Roman food endures because it's simple, seasonal, and communal. Every meal connects us to a shared history. When you break bread or pour wine, you're tasting the essence of an empire still with us today.